Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success. Here we go. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. That's complete to Traylon Burks. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field. Things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Henry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 4th and goal, here's the option.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Colts at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. Third down incompletion, fourth down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Second down and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. They go play action here on first down.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out.
Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Tannehill on target to Burks. First down, Tennessee.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. This is caught. Touchdown. Traylon Burks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And Mark, 2021 is the season Jonathan Taylor arrived as one of the best backs in the NFL. He became the first Colt to ever win the running back triple crown, leading the league in carries, yards, and touchdowns. He didn't stop there, also leading in first downs, runs of 20-plus yards, and he had the longest run of the NFL season. Simply put, Taylor was the league's best at what he does by almost every possible metric. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He finds Taylor, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Taylor, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill buying time to his left. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now, that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Shaquille Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive. From
From the red zone now, Tannehill steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Haskins.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They snap it to Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
58 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Tannehill. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Tannehill.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Tannehill. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Tannehill fighting Woods for the Titans' 1st down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Another targeting catch for Robert Woods.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the
the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Back to the same target, Campbell. He's got room at the 30.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll set up to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. One last throw here for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Colts, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.